Okay, so this is the only game so far that's actually, like, blatantly said, hey, look, weapons are stupid. This is what happens when you have weapons and no gear. Um, One of the things about people getting weapons this week is actually very few people have their weapons this week. It took like 2,100. It took top 1,000, whatever it is. 1,000 people might have weapons this week. It'd be a good way to put it. Um, because both my monks got it, and both my monks were in the top 1K, and it took like 2,100, I think 1 or 2 weeks for you to be able to get it. But anyway, people will start getting weapons. They already have them. They'll definitely start getting them next week if they have any real point cap. And if you leveled late, you'll get it the week after for sure, because my warrior will get it. I haven't done a warrior video yet. Whoops. Kind of just blew away the great reveal. I streamed it a couple times though, so it's kind of a given for some people, but not that many. Anyway, back onto weapons. Some classes do crazy things with their weapons. Some classes do not. I'm trying to think what class scales the worst with weapons. If I had to guess, I would say something like a Moonkin. But even then, their Star Surges would have pretty big hits. But I don't feel like that would be... I think Moonkins might have a pretty bad one. But in a general sense... Death Knights actually scale pretty poorly with weapon damage. There's the best example. Death Knights actually might be one of the worst. Anyway. Monks scale insanely good with gear. I don't know if they scale insanely good with weapons. They took off the... you know how when you like look at a warrior's ability, it says like 200 and whatever percent weapon damage plus 1,000 and something. That's just how the ability is phrased. For a monk, it just says deals a flat amount of damage because it scales off both weapons and it doesn't give you the giant essay. I am actually somewhat curious to find out. I'm probably going to look at it after this video. But in a general sense, I would say monks are pretty up there for scaling completely batshit insane. Rogues scale kind of insane. Warriors scale really well with weapon damage. They don't scale so well with the rest of the stats. DKs scale really well with the rest of the stats. Not so well with weapon damage. Necrotic Strike. It's attack power, not weapon damage scaling, is why. And it is a relatively large nuke. Same thing goes for Gargoyle. It's not necessarily weapon damage scaling, it's just attack power, which is somewhat relevant to notice. Like, every other piece of gear will mean more to a Death Knight than it will to a Warrior. The weapon itself will mean more to a Warrior than it will to a Death Knight. So it's just sort of how the gearing process goes. I'm not saying you should skip your weapon on a DK, it's probably still better. Just because, while it means less, it still matters a fair bit, and it's a lot of PvP power and stuff. Anyway, I picked this game because it actually shows you holy shit damage with weapons is crazy. Honestly, it's fairly rare that I see this happen, and things like this happen. I've done a fair bit of games with weapons, but not like 1,000 or something to have like a true feel of it, so I'm just sort of going off impulse here. Checking this, by the way, I'm missing 5% agility, which actually doesn't matter all that much. 5% crit, which I crit anyway, so it's sort of irrelevant. And what else? There's something else. Oh yeah, on proc trinket, I don't know if the GCD that procs on proc trinket gets the bonus from it. It looks like it procs after, but who knows? Because I was actually trying to figure out if this could be the most, and I was thinking this mage wasn't using a PvP or double PvP trinkets, but I didn't exactly watch his buffs. Okay, there's on use, and he has a real trinket, I'm pretty sure, because he's used it. So yeah, he is. Holy shit, this guy has the bonus. Anyway, there's that. Yes, I'm well aware that my on proc trinket of 4K agility procced at the end, but I don't know if it went in. Either way, that was 171k damage in a single GCD. 260 over the course of 3, by the way. I actually could not stop laughing when this happened. Anyway, thanks for watching.